Hello viewers, hope you all are doing great. In continuation to ongoing series of minerals on my channel Food Cyto, today I am going to discuss about our next micro mineral, that is copper. In the body, copper exists in two oxidation states, namely cuprous, that is Cu+, and cupric, that is Cu2+. The body of a healthy adult contains a little over 0.1 gram of copper. Concentration being higher in brain, liver, heart, bones, hairs and nails. About 25% of copper is present in muscle, while 42% is present in skeleton. Now let's talk about its sources. Foods containing more than 1 milligram copper per 1000 kilocalories are considered to be high in copper. Dried foods, meat, nuts, legumes and shellfish, especially oysters. Here you can have a look over copper content of some common food. Here you can see the copper content of some foods including dairy products, grains and meat, fish and poultry. Now let's discuss about its functions. Copper acts as a cofactor of a number of enzymes. Now what is a cofactor? A cofactor is a non-protein molecule that supports a biochemical reaction. It could be in the form of metal ion or some organic molecule, etc. that poses beneficial characteristics which are not present in amino acids. In many enzymes, copper also functions as an intermediate in the electron transfer. We have a number of copper containing enzymes, for example, amine oxidases, peroxidases, diamine oxidases, to name a few. In addition to that, copper plays an important role in bone formation and integrity of connective tissue in the heart and vascular system. It is also required for normal functioning of cardiovascular system and central nervous system. Apart from this, copper appears to influence gene expression also through binding to specific transcription factors. Now let's discuss about its deficiency. Although copper deficiency in humans is rare, but under special circumstances it may arise. The predisposing factors include low birth weight, prematurity, malnutrition, etc. The most frequent symptoms of copper deficiency include anemia, bone fractures and neutropenia. What is neutropenia? It refers to the abnormally high levels of a type of WBCs in blood. Other less frequent symptoms include impaired growth, susceptibility to infections and abnormalities in glucose and cholesterol metabolism. Like deficiency, toxicity of copper is also rare in humans and the symptoms include vomiting, diarrhea, liver damage and hemolytic anemia. Talking about its requirement, safe and adequate intake of copper ranges between 1.5 and 3 milligram per day. That's all about copper. Stay tuned with Food Cyto for more such concepts and learning in a simplified manner. और अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो प्लीज लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू.